Hi everybody and welcome back to Lost Genre Reddit Stories. This post is from the subreddit Am I the A-hole and it's by user FunnyLeather5540. Am I the a-hole if I cancel hubby's birthday plans and leave the house, leaving hubby to host his family for my birthday? I only have 4 days to make a decision. I have been going back and forth trying to decide if I should cancel my husband's birthday reservations I made for him at this really cool indoor golf place, followed by reservations for dinner. He's always commented on wanting to try both, and I thought it would make a nice gift. His birthday is only a few days after mine. For Christmas, he legit took the time to buy and wrap me a box of diapers for our daughter in the next size up and presented it to me as a gift. I'm still angry about that. No, gag gifts for Christmas has never been a thing between us. Last year, he got me a spatula, and I thought this year would be better after the falling out we had over the spatula. So I guess a little bit of background information is needed. Our daughter is now 2 months old, and we have been working on replacing the floor and painting our home since before she was born, with the goal of having it done before she can crawl. Over the summer, he did the nursery floor, and in the fall, a week before she was born, he did the flooring in our older son's room. Mind you, the flooring was given to us for free from my dad, and my dad bought my husband his own miter saw for Christmas to get the job done so we would no longer have to borrow his. I do all the painting. Now, this past week, as we have been clearing things out of our bedroom for me to do the painting and him the flooring, he brought up my birthday. He said, "Well, all this work for your birthday gift." I said, "Excuse me? What gift?" He said, "All the work of putting the flooring in our bedroom. But don't worry, I'll still do a dinner for you and we can invite your mom and my family. What do you want me to cook?" I said, I would like to just have a quiet birthday dinner, you, me, and the kids at Longhorn Steakhouse. Come home and watch a movie together. Also, the flooring is not my gift. This is something we've been planning now for a year. And with the house torn up, I don't want to host anyone in our home, especially after having hosted for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Besides, we don't even have a place for people to sit. Then I said, we have all the bedroom furniture and our clothing in the living room. I'm currently sleeping on the mattress on the floor here. Plus, I'm not a fan of your brother coming over, so you two can sit and just drink beer all evening while I watch our and his kids. He said, no, I'm going to cook at home. Just tell me what you want me to cook. I said, okay, I want to do steak, mashed potatoes, and green beans. But there is a problem here. He can't make mashed potatoes to save his life and only likes green beans if they're boiled. I like fresh green beans slowly sauteed with olive oil, garlic, and herbs. So if I want it cooked this way, I will have to do it. He said, no, we're not doing steak. It will cost too much if the family comes over. I'll just do a chicken. I lost it. I said again, for my birthday, I do not want people over. He kept arguing the issue and I said, fine, do what you want for my birthday. Side note, last year he ordered the traditional tres leches cake, but he ordered it with peaches. I hate peaches. He likes peaches. I like strawberries. Plus, my name was spelled wrong on the birthday cake. He thought it was hilarious. I'm now seriously considering canceling his birthday golf outing and dinner reservations, leaving home if he invites his family for my birthday, buying him a box of diaper wipes and presenting it with a card that says, "Happy birthday, I painted the house for you." Would I be the a-hole? Not at all, OP, and I don't think you'd be the a-hole if you didn't give him anything for his birthday. He doesn't sound very considerate of what you actually want for yours. Also, he sounds like the crappiest gift giver ever. I mean, you told us he gave you a spatula, you guys had a falling out over it, and he decided to give you diapers? I mean, he seriously did not get what you were trying to say. Also, for his birthday, you're planning all of these things, but for your birthday, he doesn't want to do any of the things that you want to do? No, you're definitely not the a-hole for canceling his birthday, leaving if he brings his family, saying you said you didn't want anybody home, and just having a day to yourself. But apart from that, OP, I think you need to have a very serious conversation with your husband, not just a side conversation or something like that. And if that doesn't work out, then maybe you need to evaluate things a little bit further. And what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section, and now let's check out the community comments. Glad Performer 7531 says, I'm trying to understand why you would stay married to someone who has no respect for you and sounds like he doesn't even like you. Aggressive Grab 1894 says, cancel his birthday reservations and take yourself to the spa with that money. Bonus points if you do it while his family is there for dinner. Tico Soon says, this man doesn't even like you, much less love you. Why are you still with him? You're not the a-hole in the situation, but you're absolutely the a-hole to yourself if you stay in this relationship. He's a piece of crap with no regard for you at all. This is not a way to live. Flat Trainer 6415 says, leave the man. Don't let him stop you from finding your real husband. Because why does he not care or listen to what you're saying? It's like he only cares about himself. Oh wait, that's exactly what this post is making it seem. If you married him and dated for so long, he's never going to change. You deserve better. You can give him a gift saying you want a divorce on a sticky note attached to some wipes. Smiley face. And Fangs McWolf says, not the a-hole. We men can be clueless dolts sometimes. So I understand the spatula gift as he may have thought you'd like a new spatula to make your life easier instead of realizing that it implies that you need to do the cooking or something else inconsiderate. When he gave you the diapers, you should have pointed out that they're not big enough to fit him. Now, for your birthday, he wants to do things his way instead of giving you a birthday that you want. Unless he's just pretending so that your birthday will be happier when none of his BS happens. Then he's in need of a serious knock upside the head to knock some sense into him. I know that you're against divorce, but you may need to talk about it with him. Once you have his attention and he's trying to talk you out of the idea, tell him that you both will be attending couples therapy. Make sure it's stated as a certainty and not a negotiation. It can help to improve the communication between the both of you. Read, he actually listens to you instead of dismissing what you say, and maybe he can learn just how insensitive he's been treating you. Note, I'm not suggesting you actually consider divorcing him, only bringing it up to get his attention. And Dopey responds, thank you. This is the first post I've ever read that basically wasn't calling me an a-hole for not divorcing him over Christmas and birthday this year. And yeah, about 2 weeks after Christmas last year, when I had time to relax, I asked him for a genuine answer about the spatula as a gift and what the hell he was thinking. He said that he was at the store and saw that it was blue, the type of blue I like. And he thought of me and thought that it would match the utensil holder and our blue microwave that I found in the store one day and geeked over. He said he thought I would like it because of the pretty blue color. That's about as deep as the thought went. He said that he never thought the gift would be sexist or imply that I had to do more cooking for him. To make up for the spatula though, he did go out and buy me the KitchenAid stand-up mixer I had my eye on for over 2 years. I was really happy about it until he said, so when are you going to make me some homemade bread? We had the talk about never ever buying kitchen appliances for someone as a gift unless directly asked for. That kitchen things used by the whole family is not a gift for one person. When I'm no longer angry about the diapers, I'll be able to calmly ask him, after the 2024 Christmas spatula debacle, what the hell were you thinking gifting me diapers 2025? I mean, hell, I'm thinking if this is how it's going to be, we might just make a pact to buy each other practical gifts for the home. No more disappointment that way. Well, the community agrees OP is not the a-hole, but would be the a-hole if she stayed married to the husband. So now let's move on to the update to see how this story ends. Birthday plans. I have since logged in and cancelled his birthday golf outing and dinner reservations for next week. Tomorrow is my birthday and his day off work, so he will be watching baby as I have also booked myself for a 90-minute massage. After that, I will be stopping by Starbucks for my favorite drink and 1 hour of uninterrupted time with my new book that my son got me for Christmas. Then I will be picking him up from school and taking him to see a movie. I will round off the day by coming home, taking a long hot bubble bath, ordering DoorDash, and ending my day holding baby girl. That sounds like an amazing birthday to me. For him, I will just be getting him a card that reads, "Happy birthday, I painted the house for you." The bag will contain a case of diaper wipes. If he looks disappointed, I will just tell him I canceled the golf outing and dinner reservations and instead got this bulk pack of wipes. the perfect gift to accompany the box of diapers you got me for Christmas. He will get the message. Now, about divorce. As for the people advocating for divorce, kicking him to the curb, leaving with the kids in the middle of the night, claiming that he isn't a good husband to me and father to our baby, please know that you only got one little glimpse into our life. He is a loving and caring father to our children. We struggled with infertility for a very long time, so this baby was a surprise but a welcomed blessing. Every day I prayed to not miscarry and even feared death during labor as my pregnancy was high risk. He took a month off of work to care for me as I recovered from 3-degree tearing and a bruised tailbone. Every night he does the nighttime routine, bath, pajamas, story time, and rocks baby girl to sleep. While he does that, I do the house reset, dishes, garbage, sweep. He wakes me for all the feedings and prioritizes my sleep over his to make sure that I am rested enough to care for our daughter during the day. This is the same man who, during pregnancy, cooked me breakfast every morning and massaged my feet every night. Before he leaves for work every day, he will make sure I have time to self-care, shower, brush my teeth, eat breakfast, and pump before handing me the baby if she's awake. Then he will make sure I am happy on the couch with baby girl and anything I could need before he leaves. Blanket, remote, water cup, my phone charger, a clean binky and bottle for baby. As soon as he gets home from work, he will take her and give me 30 minutes to myself before we start talking dinner plans. We make a good team when it comes to daily life. I don't have to make him lists of things to do. I like that when we're low on milk, he will just pick it up on his way home without having to be asked. And he doesn't wait for a thank you like he did me some big favor the way I have seen other men seek gratitude for doing basic tasks. He sucks at gift giving, and this year and last year. So yes, I will be doing nothing for him for his birthday, despite my crappy thoughtless gift and non-birthday plans. I will be holding off on kicking him out and just matching his energy for his birthday. For Christmas 2026, I think I will get him an IKEA toddler bed to assemble for our daughter and call it a day. Thank you to everyone who showed me kindness. Well, OP, at least you're gonna have a fun birthday to yourself, so good for you. And also you're gonna watch a movie with your son. And based on everything else that you told us, he does sound like a considerate husband. He just sounds like a really crappy gift giver. And hopefully matching his energy with the gift giving will actually help him understand. So here's wishing you both the best. Take care, OP, and thanks for sharing. And now let's move on to the next post that also has an update. This post is from the subreddit What Should I Do? And it's by user DoYam94. Am I wrong for refusing to buy my girlfriend a new phone since she cracked her phone? I, 28 male, have been with my girlfriend, 26 female, for about 2 years. Early in the relationship, I bought her a fairly expensive phone for her birthday. I knew she was clumsy, so I also got a solid case and a screen protector right away because I wanted it to last. I work full-time and she works part-time due to mental health issues. A few weeks ago, she dropped it and cracked the back glass. The screen is completely fine. The phone works perfectly and the crack is cosmetic only. I suggested either living with it, putting a different case on it so you can't even see the crack, or getting the back glass repaired. She shut all of that down and said the phone is ruined for her now because it looks bad and she's embarrassed to use it. She's been pushing me to buy her a brand new phone since I got her used to a nice one and says a boyfriend should help with things like this. I told her no, I already bought the phone once. The damage was an accident, but it wasn't my fault, and replacing a perfectly functional phone over an eyesore feels wasteful to me. Now she's upset, says I'm being cheap and unsupportive, and keeps bringing it up like I'm failing her somehow. Well, OP, no. Stick to your guns. Don't buy her a new phone. If she wants one, she can save her money and buy it. Or she can sell the other one that she broke, the back of, which still works, and buy a new phone with that money. Now, what I'm wondering is, considering you gave her really good solutions and she shut them all down and she really wants a new phone, Maybe she cracked the phone herself just to get a new one from you? I mean, she sounds pretty entitled or spoiled, and that's the behavior of a spoiled person to get what they want. So no, OP, stick to your guns, and honestly, the only solution I'd give her is a case that covers the break, and that's it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section, and now let's check out the community comments. Old Lady Kickbutt says, quote, I already bought the phone once. The damage was an accident, but it wasn't my fault, and replacing a perfectly functional phone over an eyesore feels wasteful to me. End quote. That is the answer. She thinks boyfriend should help with cleaning up her minor problems by purchasing expensive replacements. What if she dents her car? Do you need to buy her a new one? Nip this crap in the bud. She pays for her mistakes. Basic Pudding 3627 says, quote, I want to be clear about this so it doesn't keep turning into an argument. I bought you the phone as a gift because I wanted to do something nice for you, not because I was taking on responsibility for replacing it if it ever got damaged. I understand you don't like how it looks now, but it still works perfectly, and I've offered reasonable options, using a different case or repairing the back. Replacing it with a brand new phone because of cosmetic damage isn't something I'm comfortable with, and it's not about being cheap. What I don't think is fair is being told I'm failing you or being a bad boyfriend because I won't replace something that was an accident and still functions. I'm happy to support you in reasonable ways, but buying another new phone isn't one of them. End quote. No Interview 2481 says, stand your ground, do not replace the phone. She sounds incredibly entitled. Her reasoning is absolutely ridiculous and starting to border on the insane. What does she do with other things that she decides doesn't look good anymore? Does she just toss them away even though they're usable? And Admirable Banana 625 says, get a new one, talking about the girlfriend. And Dopey responds, lol, she is my first girlfriend. It took me a long time to date, but I'm starting to realize being single is better than being stuck in a bad relationship. I was so afraid of being single, dude. Well, the community agrees OP is not the a-hole and that maybe instead of a new phone, he should get a new girlfriend. So now let's move on to the update to see how this story ends. Hey everybody, I feel like I need to update y'all on what happened. I honestly wasn't planning on writing an update, but this whole thing took a weird turn and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I confronted her on Thursday night. I wasn't aggressive, I just wanted an honest conversation. I expected some sincerity, maybe accountability, or at least a calm discussion about expectations. Instead, she started laughing, like genuinely laughing at me. Then she told me the whole thing was a huge prank and pulled out a brand new OnePlus Android phone she had apparently already bought for herself. At first, I was relieved. I thought, okay, at least this pressure campaign is over and she didn't actually expect me to shell out for a new phone. But that relief faded pretty fast. The phone she bought is honestly low quality, clearly a cheap model, and the whole way she presented it just felt tacky. The prank aspect didn't feel funny at all. It felt like she enjoyed watching me stress and second-guess myself just to reveal she was testing me or messing with me. The issue is solved and she has a new phone and I didn't buy it. But the bigger issue is how casually she laughed at something that had caused real tension between us and how normal it seemed to her to frame it as a prank. It makes me question her maturity and whether she takes my concerns seriously at all. I don't even know what I'm asking at this point. I just know the whole situation feels off, and instead of feeling closer or reassured, I feel kind of unsettled. Well, OP, usually pranks are supposed to be jokes, and in a joke, everybody laughs. And you're not laughing, so it wasn't a prank. It was just stressful. So if I were you, I'd sit down and talk to her to tell her how you feel and what a prank really is. Hopefully, she'll understand, and if she doesn't, well, let's see how things play out in the future. In the meantime, OP, here's wishing you the best. Thanks for sharing and take care. And now let's finish this video with a mood booster post. This post is from the subreddit Petty Revenge and it's by user OmegaJ8006. New management didn't want to pay. I said goodbye. Don't ever let someone else dictate your value. Respect the work of others as equal to your own. If you have value, they have value. A long-standing client of mine went through personal and management changes over the last year. Attitudes shifted. One of the new hires was dismissive and rude to me in a Zoom meeting for something that was their fault. I noticed I was not being consulted as often, which is fine. That's how life goes. New management contacted me for help. I quoted them 1 hour of my time. They fought back questioning how I kept my time and where my time was going. They refused to pay, so I ghosted them. Over the next couple months, I received 1 to 2 follow-up emails per week and at least 5 calls, all to voicemail. Eventually, they relented and asked me for the invoice. Nope. They stalked me on social media. I blocked them. I sent them another invoice for a different fee, a long-established annual recurring cost. I told them non-payment would result in revoking a license. They refused to pay the recurring fee, but pleaded with me again on the other matter. I gave no response.